Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 3 as the Sparta Sarpsborg Warriors. So, we're almost halfway through our season. What we're pretty much going to be doing over the next little bit is just trying to figure out how we can kind of up ourselves in the standings a little bit. We're playing Monglu right now, which is in last place, but then we're going to be playing the second place team. We need to get our 3 points against Monglerud, but then we also need to get our 3 points tomorrow, or in a couple days, against Loris Cog as well. I'm a little worried that we're not going to end up in the top 3 like we want to be. Now, mind you, yeah, we've gone up in the standings by 4, but you know, top 3 is where we're really aiming at. We'll have to see just how in the end things go. I'm also not planning on a championship or anything like that yet. But, you know, we do want to look long term. We want to figure out, you know, where we're going to be going in the next little bit. So with that in mind, let's continue on here. And yet those are my buddies there playing For Honor. Personally, not a big fan of that game, actually. Though I have been playing a lot of the Wildlands game there. Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I gotta admit, I actually enjoy it. Don't know if I'll record it. Main reason is because it has the same issue as the Division, where recording it is significantly a problem. He is good to go. So as much as I don't want to send down Matheson, I kind of have to. We're under 20. And Oddsby will be... No! Almost bought you it by accident. We're going to address you. Many guys we can have down in the lower leagues, the better. I want those guys, you know, good to go and all that stuff. Volden is actually, wow. Back with depth. No, sorry, strategy. Wow. Volden is currently normal. You can look at 3 more levels of hotness, I guess you could call it, and he will be quite the guy. We'll see how we go here, but we're going to continue on here to Monglerud tomorrow on the 17th. Okay, Oddsby still day to day. I'll have to see how that is in the next little bit, but. So here we go. We're playing Monglerud. Loris Cog right now is playing who? Oh, they don't play again until they play us. Oh, that is perfect. So we can actually make up some points. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, catch up to them. Because that'll be 6 points. They'll put us at 42. Which will actually be tied for second. Ooh. This actually could be theoretically good. If we win these 3 games, that could put us back in the top 3 again. Remember, we're just going top 3 this year. We're not going for the big championship. Here we go. Now, mind you, this is even a guaranteed win. Yeah, this team's in last place. That doesn't mean we're going to beat them. So let's go. See, they scored first. It's just because they're last doesn't mean they're going to lose. And like that, they've only gotten 3 shots on net. Wow, they got 4 shots on net and 3 goals. Wow, we didn't score until our 18th shot. But now, though, we're catching up. Shots are definitely on our favor here. So we got 24 shots in the first period, and we scored 3 goals. They got 6 on 3. Or 3 on 6. They're shooting at 50% right now. Theoretically, they were to take 2 more shots, they have a higher chance of getting a goal. Us, on the other hand, I'm not even going to do the math. Because I don't really want to. But we haven't got a shot on net. There we go. Starting to rack up the shots again. But they're more likely to score. Ah, there we go. We took the lead. I wouldn't put it past them to score at least 1 or 2 more goals, though. If they're able to score that much. They didn't get a single shot in the second period. Wow. Yeah, 2 shots this period. We're actually really, really hemming them in here. Are we going to hit 60? We hit 60. And the game's over. We won 5-3. Wow. I want to look at the shot clock here, or the shot counter. That's scoring. Oh, it's all the way at the bottom. Shots. They got 0 shots in the second period. Wow. I am significantly impressed, actually, about that. But, more importantly, we got our 3 points. Theoretically, we've now jumped to 3rd. We now play Lareskog in a couple days, which means we can theoretically jump up to 2nd. Now, mind you, the team in 3rd right now, if they were to win, we'd drop back down. So, one of the things about 3-point wins, it makes the league a lot more. It's harder to get into the top 4 if you've been out too long. So if you lose too much, there becomes that big deficit around. Well, we noticed that the deficit last year was around 6th place, is where the deficit started. It looks like this year it's around 7th now. There's almost a 10-point gap. Well, there's technically a 12-point gap between 7th and 8th. Now that is technically only 3 wins or 4 wins, but you can get gaps going, and you can get gaps going very close to being fully recovered. Perfect. It's one of those things where you can get the gaps going, and if you can get a good gap going between you and the person below you, they're not going to catch up to you, but you also have to worry about the team above you as well, getting a nice big gap. So here we go, Lareskog. So these are the guys that bumped us out of 1st place. If we win, we're tied for 1st, or we're tied for 2nd, sorry. This will also put us in the lead for the series with them as well. So far, we're 1-1. We've won 1, they've won 1. We've won, let's see, last home game, we won, and the last away game. So we lost at Lareskog, and they lost at Sarpsborg. Now, the game we lost 5-4, so it was quite the shootout. The other game, we won 3-0, so it was a rather low-scoring affair. So theoretically, if we kept it low scoring, we have a high probability of winning, I think. We'll have to try and figure that out or not. We'll see. As for our point getters, though, well, these 3 guys right here, we're not too worried about. They've all been sent down, so that's why they have a different logo. We're going to continue till tomorrow. So here we go. Us versus Lareskog for pretty much 2nd place. This will put us at 14-8-1. Looks like we got Mo Flag in net now. Our backup, who is 5-0. They got their primary goalie in, who's 10-6 with 8.92 save percentage. Ours is 9.10. Our star player right now is Jorgensen with 6 goals, 5 assists. Theirs is this guy, Anders whatever, with 7-11. He's only got 7 points more, but yeah, it's one of those things where you're actually not our primary player, though. So the first game we played, or the very first game, which was in preseason, we won 4-0. Then we won 3-0 against them in the first regular season game. And then in the 3rd game, we actually lost by 1. It was 5-4. You'll notice Moflag was not the goalie in the game. Volden was. So we'll see how this one turns out. This will be very, very interesting. I wish you can click on these games and it would show up here under Game Facts. But it won't. For goals, we're 4th or 3rd. For power play goals, we're tied for 1st. They're tied for 7th. For shorthanded goals, we're tied for 6th. They're 1st with 4. Goals against, we're 1st. They're 3rd. That's not a good thing. We should be last in goals. Wait. Yeah, okay, no, we're 1st, which means we let go the least. Because they're below us, they're 3rd. and they're 58. So they've actually let in 2 more goals than we have so far this year. Power play, it's 16-15, so we're pretty close there. Shorthanded goals against, we've let in 3. They haven't let in any. Our power play is 24%. We're number 1. Their power play is 14%, and they're 10th out of 10 teams. So power play is really where we're going to hope that we kick some butt. Penalty kill, we're 6th in the league at 80%, and we're 77% for the Lareskog here. They're 9th. So overall, we're pretty much better than them when it comes down to the numbers. Now, that doesn't mean obviously we're better, just numbers-wise we are. Pretty much we're dead even when it comes to everything else, I'm going to say. So when we break down these numbers here, our defense is better than their offense, but not by much. Their power play is better than our penalty kill. Our power play is better than their penalty kill, and our offense is significantly better than their defense. Their defense is probably their Achilles heel. If we could probably try to hem them in and get really offensive, we would probably win. Unfortunately, I can't change anything in here, so here we go. But we'll see how this goes. I expect a very, very close game. So they get 1 shot and they score. We're at 2, 3 shots, 5 shots, 6. So first period's over. Shots are 6-2 in favor for us, but the score is in favor of them. 1-0. Here we go into the second. And we scored. Now Moflag does have an amazing save percentage, but right now it's not good in this game. There we go. 2-1 for us, but that doesn't mean anything. Unless we have like a 5-goal lead or a 4-goal lead, I am not going to get excited. So there we go. 21-6 for the shots. And we're currently winning 2-1 only. So one thing I've definitely learned about this league is the shots. Oh my god, the shots go insane. But they're not quality shots though. So. Oh crap, we scored already. I just hit the button. We're only up by 2. One goal and they're in the game. So I'm not gonna really. There we go. Ericsson's put 1 home. So it's 4-1. They'll probably pull the goalie, and we might get an empty net goal. And game over. 37-13 shots in favor for us, and the score in favor of us. 4-1. Look at that. Wow. Overall, shots wise, we pretty much were close. Everything other than the first period. Other than that, yeah. I'm kind of shocked at the surprise that they scored in the first period on their first shot, or maybe even their second shot, and then nothing after that. I'm wondering if they have a lot of injuries on their team. That might be something. So yeah, so we've jumped now to second. The main reason why we've jumped to second, and we're not saying third and there in second, is because we actually are winning the series between the two of us, and we scored more goals. The way European leagues work are a little different, but basically goes by wins first and then losses. So Lareskog right now is 14-8-1, and if you look at us, we're 14-8-1. So now it's who scored the most amount of goals, and that's us, luckily enough. And we're in second. Look at that, halfway through the season, and we're in second place. So far so good as a season. Moflag's really doing us good. We have that other goalie, obviously, Volden, who we have for 2 years. So both these guys are going to be our goalies for the next little bit. Our depth chart, Lindgren and Nielsen. Lindgren is what? He might be coming up next year, depending on how his rating is. He is technically better than Moflag. Moflag's a 1-star goalie. So if I were to buy him out, for example, it would cost us only 20 grand. I'm going to try and keep the other goalie down. I should not have kept Moflag, to be honest with you, though for this year, it's turned out to be a good thing. But being a 1-star goalie, not the best. Volden, on the other hand, is getting better and better. He's now a 3.5-star goalie, so What might end up happening is we might end up buying out Volden. I mean, he's 25 years old. But I don't know. Or we might keep him and let Mo Flag go. But we're definitely in a situation where we have an embarrassment of riches in net right now. So we don't know. It could come down to being, someone may transfer. Someone may offer us a transfer offer for one of our goalies. You never know. But yeah, so we're going to continue on to our next game. So remember, because of these 3-point games, just because we won, that doesn't mean we're in second place. Until a couple days have passed, then we'll take a look, see if we're in second place still. And everyone's good to go. So if I'm not mistaken, Sterling and Valriga and us were the bottom 3 last year. Game performance for you. You're Swedish, so I'm not too worried. It's more scouting. Ooh, a good 16-year-old centerman. We'll have to pay attention to him later on. Another good centerman. He's 15. So remember, the youngest age you can sign a player in this league is the age of 16. Hence the reason why we're looking at a lot of these young kids. The hope is that we can find one, a diamond in a rough. You are completely recovered. Good to go. We got some free agents that we still have to look at. So Jampton and Vico here are 2 of our primary guys. They're going to obviously want more money. But to be honest with you, they're getting paid a lot. And, I mean, they are scoring and stuff like that, but they're only a 3-star player. So, yeah, Jampton is leading us, and Vico is still 3rd in scoring. Jampton, yeah. And Sikovis, who's a Latvian player, is actually 2nd in scoring, and he's 8th in scoring in the league. Interesting. Or 9th in scoring in the league. How many more years do you have with us? Sikovis. I got you for 2 more years, so I'm happy with you, buddy. We're going to hit continue here. Kill some more time. So yeah, so this time last year we were sitting, I think, in the bottom 3. So far so good. Oop, smack my microphone. So far so good. I'm liking the way our team's going, the way our team feels. We're not playing against the Knights. Then we play the Tigers, then Lillehammer, then Valriga. So we're playing a lot of over the next little bit, we're playing the Tigers, who are just below us. So they're going to be a good team. The Knights, who are last place, but they have beat us. So I would not put it back behind them possibly beating us and knocking us down. One of the problems, right? Loris Cog and the Tigers are so close to us right now that we've really got to get on the points. Loris Cog, are you playing today, the 24th? You are, and you're playing Valriga. So my theory is then that Loris Cog's going to win, and the Tigers are the other team that we got to worry about. 21st. The 24th. You're playing the Oilers. So these 2 are playing, and then you 2. Yeah. We really got to worry. So these 2. Ooh. So whichever one of these teams wins, if the Oilers win, they're going to jump up and possibly replace us in 2nd, and we're going to drop to 3rd. So we have to win this if we want to stay in the top. I want to say top 3. Because we can actually drop down. Theoretically, if we lose and say the Tigers and Oilers went into overtime, or even a shootout, the Tigers get 2 points and the Oilers get 3. So we would actually drop all the way down to... Ooh, actually, no. They would go... Yeah, the 2 of them will come above us. So we'd actually drop all the way down to 4th, theoretically. So one of the things about this league is your position is never solid unless you have at least a 3 to 6 point gap between you and the person below you. In the NHL, if you've got 4 points up on someone, That's at least 2 wins. So you lose one and then win a couple more and still have a buffer. Here in this game, in this league, if you go on even like a 3-game lose streak and the teams behind you go on a little bit of a win streak, you drop down, there is no getting back. So here we go. We're playing against the Knights. Now, yet again, the Knights have beat us once. We beat them, so we'll have to see how this turns out. So here we go. Come on, guys. Well, they scored on their first shot. We've gotten 4 shots out already. They scored on their 5th. I have a bad feeling about this, but we'll see how this turns out. First period is over. And we've almost doubled up on the shots, but they've obviously doubled up on the score. So we're losing 2-0. Come on, guys. There we go. Tons of shots on net there. Keep up. There we go. It's 2-2. Shots are piling up. Yeah, Volden definitely seems to be lacking in the save percentage. So after the second period, shots are 33-9. And the score is 3-2. So we definitely need a good goalie. That is our primary problem right now. We need a goalie. Our team's pretty good as is, but the main problem is, well, we don't have a quality goalie. We have a quality goalie in stats wise, which is Volden, but he doesn't seem to want to stop the main shots. And then Moflag is doing the exact same thing, where he's high in the save percentage, but then at the same time, low in the overall quality of a goalie himself. So we're kind of in between a rock and a hard place. And we're up 4-2. So pretty much in my eyes, we've got to score at least 4 goals in every game if we want a chance to win. It's kind of like the modern last year's Toronto Maple Leafs, or this year's Toronto Maple Leafs. We have to make sure we literally outscore our opponent. And there we go, empty net. 5-3, 56 shots to 17 shots for them. Overall, good game. Good game, guys. So we got those 2 points that we really needed. We kept them to 17 shots, but they scored 3 goals. That to me is a concern still. And Lillehammer beat Mulgerud, and I didn't see what the other one was. But something tells me everyone that should not have won or is hoping we're going to win has won. Which means we're still being chased rather closely. And once this is done simming, we're going to end the episode. We're going to be playing against, looks like, the Tigers. So that will at least help us get a little bit of a buffer. Joachim Janssen. Good to know. And Ludwig Hoff. Interesting. You got a 2-year contract, so we'll just add you to our shortlist anyways. Oh, let's delete those emails. And we're also going to take a quick look at our shortlist. Anyone with a 2-year contract is going to go. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to let Hoff go. So right now, Bergson is someone that I really don't need. You're a 15-year-old and you're a 1-star player, so. But A-level, wow, that's a lot of guys. Okay. We got a Norwegian defenseman, a goalie who's a 3-star goalie. Wingers, a centerman, a right winger. There we go. Yeah, you're only a 3-star though. Hold on, let's go to potential. You are see, so meh. Let's filter this out a little bit better. I want let's go with centers first. So 4 centermen, 3 of them, oh, right, 3 of them are Norwegian, and they're turning 16. So we can actually sign, theoretically, all 3 of these guys and assign them to our under 18 team. And see what we can do about getting these guys better. Oh, wrong button. If we go right wing. There's only 2 guys who have really good scouting on so far. Yeah, there's only 1 good right winger. I don't like that. Left wing. Yeah. Norwegians aren't that good. It looks like a lot of our wingers are going to come from other European countries. As for right defense, we've got some good Norwegians here and here. Sletton will probably sign him or try to. And maybe even Belgian land. This guy here, maybe. Hoy. This guy here, we won't be able to sign him. He's too young. One of the good things about some of these guys being as young as they are, that gives us an extra year to look at them. Sundquist, you have an extreme amount of potential. You're probably going to go to the Swiss Elite League, so there's no point in even trying for you. But there's you, Lindstrom, and Gunderson I'll try for. And then last but not least, goalies. We've only looked at 2. One's a 3-star and the other one's a 2-star goalie, so they're both available next year. We might try to sign the 3-star one and try to work up that guy a little bit. But yeah, so there's some of the prospects we're looking at. And, well, so far, season's going pretty good. Back into 2nd place. See you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.